practice for today's Australian Grand Prix already, on Friday and on Saturday. But strangely enough, this last half hour on Sunday is the most important of the lot, and here is why. Today, now, for the first time this weekend, all the cars are appearing in race trim. They will have a full fuel load. They will, of course, have race tyres. Their suspension settings will be as they are for the race. And so, therefore, we can get a true reading of the comparative performances of the 26 cars on the grid. So, it's going to be very, very significant. There are a lot of other significant things, too. Nelson Piquet, in this session, and he is currently in third position on the grid, is going to be making his decision about whether to drive an active suspended Williams or a passive suspended Williams. I won't bore you with all the technical details. Suffice to say that the hydraulic computerized suspension on the active car should give him an edge if he has the right engine. But the problem he's had on Saturday and Friday is that the engine in his active suspended car has been below par. Alain Prost is the danger man. This is the fastest man in practice, Gerhard Berger. But I think this race is going to be between Berger, Prost, and with Senna very much there.
Yes, I think Gerhard Berger, whose car we're looking at, and you saw great sparks coming out the rear end of his car. That was based on the fact that the car, with a full load of fuel, is running very close to the ground and really is causing considerable contact on the titanium skid pads that they have there to protect the composite carbon fibre construction that is now a part and parcel of modern Grand Prix motor racing. He is going to be fast. He's going to want to go as quickly as possible. But the professor, as they call them, Alain Prost, the reigning world champion, and until December he will remain the world champion, he, I think, is the racecraft master. And he's the man that could give Berger the fright of his life when it really comes to push and shove.
It looks to me as though one of the Ligiers has, I was going to say broken a turbo, but it certainly hasn't if he's driving out of the pits. And already there he is, number 6, Nelson Piquet, cutting inside Theo Fabi, who is almost certainly having his last Grand Prix drive this afternoon, because he will be leaving the Benetton team and going to race in America. But Piquet, who you're looking at now, the world champion of 1987, has won 3 races this year and an amazing 7 second places. That is incredible consistency, particularly in view of the fact that it is the best 11 scores from the 16 Grand Prix which count for the World Championship. So Piquet's got 7 seconds and 3 firsts from 11 races. There is Ayrton Senna.
Ayrton Senna, of course, driving a Lotus, and it is Lotus, by the way, that hold the record of pole positions at 107 in total. Berger's third pole position of this year has put Ferrari solidly into second place with 106, only 1 pole position behind the record held by Lotus. So that's a little statistic for you.
And there on your screens you can see that Gerhard Berger is now, as pole position man also, the fastest here today so far. But we are now into only the 14th minute of this half-hour session. Berger is ahead of De Cesaris, then the second Ferrari of Alboreto. Things are looking good for Ferrari here, not only because of their improved power and reliability and handling, but also because their engines are extremely fuel efficient, like the Honda, and that augurs well for a race here today. Now you're looking at the amazing Stefano Modena, who is third fastest. This is his first appearance in a Grand Prix car. This is the world champion of kart racing in 125 just 3 years ago. Then he went up into Formula 3, where he was equally sensational. This year he drove in the Formula 3000 European Championship, and in his first year he won it. So we are looking really at a star of future Grand Prix racing, only 24 years old, and Stefano Modena not only has that as his surname, but comes from Modena in Italy, which is, of course, the home of Ferrari. And here is one of them, Michele Alboreto, second on the grid, just 2/10 of a second behind Gerhard Berger, who has just gone round quickest of all. He's just gone round in 1 minute 21.738, which is even faster than your caption is showing. And Modena, so we've got the two Ferraris. This is going to be a field day for Italy if the race is anything like this warm-up period. And we're into the last half minute now of this warm-up, so-called warm-up. Race day practice would be a better way to describe it. 15 seconds to go now. And you look at Gerhard Berger, who may well, on this very last lap, go faster than his previous quickest time today, which is 1 minute 21.738, and off goes Martin Brundle, runs wide, goes behind the curbing, no damage, he's just lost time. And Glenn Dix is out now in his characteristic flamboyant way with the checkered flag, showing the cars as they cross the line that the half-hour Sunday warm-up is over.